Hello everyone, it's a beautiful day here at my outdoor guppy setup. I'm out of frozen food today, so I decided to buy fresh live Daphnia early this morning. And as you can see, a lot of tiny proteins swimming inside this bag. I then prepare a small container and started to power all Daphnia. The first container is almost full, so I decided to get another container and power the remaining Daphnia. I usually don't throw the bag yet because there are still few Daphnia left inside, so I place a few water to remove the remaining Daphnia out. And I make sure to feed it to my guppies. And right now, I'm feeding it to my male beautiful purple mosaic guppies. Out of one bag, we were able to keep 2 containers of fresh Daphnia. And you can see that they are very alive inside this container. I used fine net to harvest all Daphnia inside this container. Since we don't know where it came from, we make sure to wash it thoroughly to lessen bacteria before feeding it to our beautiful guppies. And we place all of it inside this white cup with distilled water before feeding it to the guppies. As you can see, there are still few Daphnia left in this net, so we make sure to feed it to our guppies. This time we feed it to our female purple mosaic guppies. We still have 1 container left, and we will also harvest all Daphnia inside this container. After 5 minutes, we were able to harvest all Daphnia from 2 containers. And now we already have 2 cups. Now we can start feeding our guppies, starting with my male juvenile purple mosaic guppies in this tub and female juvenile purple mosaic guppies in this tub as well. We already feed them earlier, but it's not enough, so we feed more so they can grow fast. Next tub is my male Santa Claus guppies in this tub and my female Santa Claus guppies in this tub as well. Since there are a lot of them inside the tub, I make sure 3 to 4 scoop of Daphnia will be given to them so that all of them can eat enough food. Here I decided to take out male Santa Claus guppies inside a viewing tank. As you can see, male Santa Claus guppies are very stunning when viewed on top and when viewed on the side as well. They have red, white, and black color combination which makes them very attractive. Next, we will be feeding my male juvenile full gold guppies in this tub. Some of the males are starting to molt and some of them are still very young. Here I caught 5 male juvenile gold guppies, and as you can see, these 3 males have bright coloration already. These 2 males are just starting to molt, so they still have dull coloration. Next tub contains my juvenile Dumbo Air mosaic guppies, and we are also feeding them with live Daphnia. Some of the male guppies here are starting to color, so I will show it to you using this viewing tank. So we were able to catch 3 young males here. This is the first male, and you can see his dark pectoral fin and his black pattern on his caudal tail is still forming. This is the second male. It has dark pectoral fin and really nice pattern on its caudal tail. While checking the males, I noticed this very nice female here, and you can see that her caudal tail is half moon shape, which is very attractive. Next tub contains my Santa Claus guppy breeding tub. There's a lot of baby guppies in here, and I still can't harvest them yet because I don't have vacant tub at the moment. We've finished feeding all Daphnia inside the first cup. Let's go ahead and get the second cup to feed the remaining guppies. We will start feeding this tub right here, which contains my juvenile Dumbo Redtail guppies. There's a lot of guppies in this tub, so we'll feed 3 to 4 scoop of Daphnia so they can eat enough. They gather at the bottom to feed, and their large blue pectoral fin is like bird flying in the sky, and it's very stunning. Next tub is where I place my subadult female gold guppies, and we are also feeding them with live Daphnia today. Next tub contains my male dwarf koi guppies, and you can see that the red head is very obvious and very stunning as well. My last large tub contains some of my male Dumbo Air red tail guppies, and we also feed them live Daphnia. After feeding all the guppies inside the large tubs, we will feed the guppies inside the small tubs, starting from here up to the small tub at the corner. We will start feeding my yellow tiger mosaic guppies in this small tub. I like this setup with pennyworth plant on top because it looks very natural. And I place some of my female Dumbo red tail in this tub. So we will also feed them with live Daphnia. By the way, this small tub contains a different line of full gold guppies. And right now I'm still developing them. So as you can see, the female of this line has gray body compared to my existing line of gold guppies. This is the male gold as well, although it has gold body coloration, but the problem with this line is the head part is a bit darker. So we will improve this line in the future. Next tub is where I place my Dumbo red tail cross full gold guppies, and they also love to eat live Daphnia. This small tub contains my female yellow tiger mosaic guppies, and it's very important to feed them live Daphnia since some of them are pregnant. There are baby yellow mosaic guppies here, and luckily the adult ones don't eat them. At the moment I don't have available tub, so baby guppies will stay here temporarily. This tub contains my dwarf koi guppy breeders, and they also love to eat live Daphnia as well. Here I have my black rose guppies, which I have been trying to breed for a while, but until now is still not producing offspring. I decided to put them inside this viewing tank so you can see them properly. So that's the male black rose right there, and it has half moon shaped caudal tail, and I don't know why until now they are still not producing any babies yet. Anyway, on the last video I upload, I've decided to remove all the small tub in this area. And right now, my next plan is to place the same tub like this one right here so I can breed more guppies. So these 4 tubs right here, we will replace them with this kind of tub since it's larger so it can house and breed more guppies. We still have Daphnia left inside this cup to feed the remaining guppies. We will start feeding my gold breeder guppies inside this tub because they need it to produce more babies in the future. Next tub is where I place my Dumbo ear mosaic guppy breeders, and the other tub is where I place my juvenile full gold guppies. We will feed them lots of Daphnia so they can grow fast. We have juvenile dwarf koi guppies in this tub, and this 2 tub right here contains female Dumbo ear red tail guppies. Last tub with guppies contains my beautiful male and female Dumbo ear red tail guppies. I'm sure you want to see all of them inside the viewing tank, so let's catch some of them. And now you can see how beautiful and stunning these guppies can get. On top they have nice large blue pectoral fin, which is very stunning. Plus some of the females here have already started to breed, and you can see some of the baby guppies inside this tub. We are done feeding all of our guppies, but we still have Daphnia left inside this cup. So we will cover this one so we can still feed it on the next day. After covering the cup, I also pack it inside a cellophane bag and put it inside the freezer to store the food. Before anything else, I'd like to shout out to the people who share their blessings to my channel this month. And of course, for the people who support my channel, thank you so much. The sky is getting cloudy already, and I think it might rain later. So anyway, this is all for today. I hope you liked this video, and thank you for watching.